Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alberto. It's October 7th and I've got all the latest news surrounding Juventus that we're going to get into. All right, Locatelli leaving for the Premier League, Rabiot being renewed by Juventus, that and Allegri's press conference ahead of the big matchup against Milan tomorrow right now. So let's get into it. All right, Juventini, friendly reminder to please take a second to just like the video. It does wonders to help the channel continue to grow. All right, so take that second and do that. And please subscribe if you're new here. All right, now let's get into it. Locatelli leaving for the Premiership. The rumors that were surfacing about Juventus midfielder Locatelli having interest from Premier Leagues is true. Okay, there are Premier League teams, Arsenal to be named as one, that are interested in acquiring the player. However, Locatelli himself, and it's being reported today, has zero interest in leaving Juventus. All right, and he was courted by Premier League teams when Juventus signed him, and he turned them down, not wanting to go to the Premier League, and Manchester United was one of those clubs, and I'm sure that had a big part in it as well. All right, so no intentions from Locatelli in leaving Juventus. Great news to kick off this episode. Now we get into Adrien Rabiot. So there are rumors today, and granted, they are tutto sport, okay, that Juventus will be possibly looking at trying to renew Adrien Rabiot, all right? Now, here's the thing. You've obviously, a couple of weeks ago, it was straight up Juventus has zero intentions in renewing the player. Now, all of a sudden, you're starting to hear that, hey, they are looking at it. I truly believe Juventus will make an attempt to re-sign Rabiot, all right? However, it all comes down to salary. If Adrien Rabiot gets the salary he desires from any other club, it's very simple. He will leave, okay? If he does not, and the price has to be dropped and he has to take a lower price, I think Juventus will make an attempt at re-signing him. And I think there's a shot there for him to stay if you start to look at the clubs that would, where they stand and whatnot, and who would be able to offer him that money and whatnot. It might come into play. So it's not just dead, done, and dusted as far as Rabiot goes. It's all going to come down to the salary. It's as simple as that. So we'll just have to monitor that and obviously wait till later on in the season once the rumor mill pops up ahead of that summer mercado when he becomes a free agent. All right, now let's get to Max and his press conference ahead of the big one against Milan coming up tomorrow. All right, so basically kicks off his press conference just basically talking about the fact that we are facing the Italian champions and Milan is coming off a very important defeat, and they will be driven, and the San Siro will be packed, and they will spur their team on. So it's going to be a very difficult match. He talks in terms of the players. He will have Lucci back, and Milik is feeling much better and should be able to enter the pitch. All right, so that's good positives for Juventus, especially Milik, who's been on an absolute tear. All right, he continues on saying, in terms of Milan, we are going to have to slow down and block their counters, especially with Leao, as he can be a game changer and change a game on his own. All right, now in terms of Milan in general, he finishes off just giving credit to Pioli and the work he's done, but he does say we will bring a strong performance to the San Siro. All right, that's his press conference in a nutshell. Now the projected lineup kind of basically plays into what he was talking about, trying to be compact, trying to slow down Milan's counterattacks, all right? Because this is your projected lineup for that match. Right now, it's being reported that it's going to be Szczesny in goal. It's going to be Danilo, Bonucci, Bremer, and Sandro. You're going to have a midfield of McKennie, Paredes, Rabiot, and Kostic with Milik and Vlahovic up top. That's what's being reported right now, all right? So, Juventini, you've got everything circulating today, all right? You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, drop all your comments, questions, thoughts, opinions on everything you just heard in the comment section of this video, and let's mix it up. And do not forget, hey, tomorrow is match day, so you know the drill. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, we are going to be live. We're going to be getting hyped up for Juve and Milan, and then of course I'm going to bring you another watch along. That's right, so let me replace the shoddy announcers that are out there in world football, and I'll be your commentator for the action, and I'll bring you my live reactions, and we could share that together on the watch along. Okay, so make sure you take part in both those tomorrow, and then Sunday morning we'll do the post-match podcast. All right, so till then, fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.